So one of the things we wanted to add is an outdoor kitchen. And well, when you start shopping for these sets, I'll put a little picture up, but they're so expensive. It's crazy. $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 and up when you look at these things. So what I decided to do is I'm gonna make one. I want to try to make one anyway. Never did it before. I pre-recorded some of this actually, and I didn't do a time lapse. So what I'll do is show you step by step what I did, the materials that I used, and show you how to do it without spending that amount of money. I'll even tell you the total of what it cost me at the end of it. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so here's what I was able to frame up yesterday. These measurements are all custom to my smoker. I left about 42 inches of length on this side. This is where the smoker is going to sit. And I'm going to add a cabinet under here for storage. I'm sitting at about 30. This is going to be the top countertop height. That's going to be extended that way. I'm sitting at about 37 inches. And then we'll add the countertop after that. But this is just a basic framework. I used pocket holes, screws to attach everything. Make sure you use the blue ones. Those are rated for exterior. But this is the first section of the outdoor kitchen. All right, so I'll give you an update, see where we're at today. We got the smoker going. I'll throw some wings on there. So while we're doing that, we're gonna continue working on this. I got all the cabinet doors cut out and fitted. I removed them obviously because we're gonna throw some paint on today. But I wanted to show you guys a couple things what I did. For this section here, which is the blackstone, this is where the blackstone's going. I put cement board. I didn't go and put cement board on the whole behind all the siding. I didn't think it was necessary. I went through, I caulked the tops, the joints, I caulked in here, and I'm actually just going to paint this black because I think the blackstone is going to cover most of that. Doesn't need to be really decorative. And I wanted the cement board to deflect the heat. So I think we're good. I think we're ready for paint. I supported, I'm going to go back around the backside. I left the backside open so I can support the doors. So once I cut them out, I then went back and I just framed around the doors to screw in the doors afterwards. So and then I'll cover this up with probably some more siding on the back sides to keep any critters out. All right, so let's paint. All right, after 2 coats of paint, that's what she looks like. I love the texture on the siding. Went with black. Go through and maybe do a little touch-up spot with the doors in. I think it's a good contrast. I think we're ready for some countertops. Okay. Pre-fitted the blackstone. And touched up some paint. There's a couple areas I just need to touch up again. But I'm making the forms for the concrete countertops. So here's what I did. Pretty easy, just build a box for the depth that you want. I wanted 1.5 inch thick countertops. So I cut 2¼ inch sides and I screwed them in. For the dimensions, this particular piece of countertop is going to go here for the smoker on this bottom piece. So what you do is once you make the box for your dimensions, you just silicone the edges. You want to get a nice seal. And if you just take some foam glass cleaner and spray along the edges, what it does is you can now run your finger over it, and it won't stick to anything you don't really want it to stick to, see? Won't make a huge mess. Just keeping all the rag nearby. Rip it off, go down the side, all right? Then we'll get to pouring concrete after. For the pouring concrete part, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. There's a lot of good videos that will, really get in depth with this, but I can give a few tips. Definitely take your time mixing. Use the flow control. You can see how it's coming out nice and manageable. And then at the end, when this is drying, you want to wet cure it. So you want to keep it wet for the first hour and then vibrate the sides right after you're done doing this to get those bubbles out. That's how it gets that really smooth texture on the edges. And of course, the inevitable happened. I did not let the second mold cure. The temps were too cold and I rushed it. So don't rush. Don't be like me. There she is. We're done. I had some challenges. There's some mistakes that I made, like I showed you with the concrete. But overall, this is what it looks like. I had to pull out garbage here. This one is just for the propane, for the Blackstone, and then that one's storage. But overall, it wasn't too hard. If you have tools, of course, don't be afraid to try this. I made 2 forms for the smoker to sit on because the clean out is underneath and I need to reach under there in order to clean it out. I know I could have also just vacuumed it from the top, but I wanted to have both options open. The drink stands I made, if anyone's interested in that, I can make a quick video on that too. But yeah, don't doubt yourself, you can do it. All right, if you stuck around this long, you're probably like, get to it. Just tell me how much this shit cost already. So here's the breakdown. I'm gonna tell you the materials and then I'm gonna just give you the total cost after, right? So 2x4s, the siding paneling, the rapid set, which is the concrete, flow control. Flow control gives you a nice smooth pour. Then we had the paint, black paint we used. PVC moldings on each of the ends there to just make it look finished. The cabinets were ordered online. And then I had silicone, 1 piece of hardy backer, and then the cement board screws. Because I ran out. I had deck screws. I put everything together with deck screws, but I had a bucket of those, so I didn't count that. But the total this cost was $798.88. So huge difference. So with that, I just want to say thanks for watching. This is my first YouTube video, so not really great at this. Don't flame me too hard. But if you want to see some other stuff that I'm doing, or I'm always doing something, but look for Minecraft at Home on Instagram. Like and subscribe, and I will be putting up more content.